So, you want to learn how to become better than SML, do you? You want to make your own unique and original plush content? Well, you come to the right place. I have observed SML for 7 years, and some plush tubers outside of SML is no obsession. And throughout every plush channel, I have seen a comment that has consistently bothered me. That whenever someone posts any kind of plush entertainment videos, even if it's not specifically Nintendo characters, the SML fans love to harp on the SML copy accusations. People would love to accuse you of trying to be SML. Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. SML is no doubt the most well-known and rather infamous YouTuber in the community. But he's also the most highest production YouTuber with his 1080p film video with his wide range of assortment of puppets. But it doesn't mean you cannot become your own unique YouTuber in the community, and that's where this video comes in. I'll show anyone how to be better than SML in the sense of making much better content. To my knowledge, SML uses a professional camcorder, a Canon VX R800 to be exact. This bad boy is an astounding over $400. Most people seem to have the misconception that having an expensive gear and setup means better content. But seriously, if you don't have the financial means to even pay for that quality, trust me, it's alright. You're poor, but it's alright. Just start small with a reasonable price. Hell, I have a camcorder myself, a WXZ camcorder to be exact, minus the giant microphone that I barely use. What I'm getting at is that you don't need to go expensive with your tools. And now for the ones that cannot afford a camera, well, actually you do have one. In your pocket, that is. Using your phone works just as well, though minus the screen shakes and blurry pans might be an issue. But as long as you have better coordination and have a steady hand, it shouldn't be a problem. Just work with whatever you have at your disposal. If anything, using an Android or smartphone is even more convenient of a tool, with the assortment of editing apps you can use for special effects and editing at the palm of your hands. Seriously, no matter the tool or how cheap or expensive it is, you can make content just as appealing. So we got cameras, but now we need a microphone. Just a small piece of advice. If you are wanting better mic quality when you are recording, if the camcorder or phone you're using don't quite provide with the best sound, unless you want to sound like a possessed demon with stage 3 throat cancer, and if you don't have a microphone at the moment, microphones are insanely cheap and horribly easy to buy. Specifically, buy lavalier mics. These mics are available for camcorders and phones, and all devices actually. It is designed to be just as professional as the 100 mic I'm using, and they're designed to be attached to you. So now you have a microphone connected and hands-free. Now you're ready to begin filming and have grade A sounding quality. Now that you have the tools, now you need the plushies. Whether an entire existing cast or maybe an original character. I mean, I have an original character right here. And lastly, and this is a small thing, but if you want to film in new locations outside or around your home, do it. Record in the kitchen, Walmart, the beach, the streets, under your bed where the boogeyman might come get you. Anywhere as long as you're willing to do so. It doesn't matter if people look at you like an escaped Gotham Asylum patient. I'm only saying this because it is incredibly tiring to see the red couch in every single SML video beginning that I can recall. You know what, here's a new rule for the SML wiki page. If an SML video starts on the red couch, it's gonna suck. Can you make that an official rule on the SML wiki page? Like I said previously, the SML fans love to talk down anybody who makes any type of plush videos and accuse them of stealing Logan's content. But just because they have Mario plushes or videos, it doesn't mean they're trying to be SML. Now, I can understand that people are inspired by SML to make videos, but you do not want to be SML. And even if you do have a Jeffy puppet at your disposal, I'm gonna burn that puppet for you. I mean seriously, I'm putting you out your misery. You bought Jeffy for 75 bucks on the SML store. You could have bought 3 licensed games with that money. You could have bought me with that money. If you are gonna make a plus channel, you can do 2 things with characters. You can gather all the characters from one main series, like Mario, Sonic, even freaking Street Fighter, hell, even anime characters. No matter the characters or series, gather the ones you like. Or if you really want to stand out, use crossover characters or even characters from completely different genres and universe, like Sonic and Mega Man, Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, Mario and Street Fighter, though it is considered canon when you consider Mario and Ryu are in Smash Bros. But go crazy, it is your imagination, it is your story, it is your videos. No matter how weird and bizarre the concept of two characters from completely different universes might be, the whole point is to just have fun, no matter how weird it is. And if you're probably wondering, where do I go to buy such plushies? Well, you can go on Amazon, eBay, you can buy a whole pack of them, or there's a site called Etsy, when you can create custom characters and commission artists to make them. I have a good friend that sent me her little gift from overseas, and I couldn't be happier with this little guy. Now we have come to the most important part of the content. This practically inspired me to make the video. This is not being rude to SML, kinda, but this is something I'm gonna be completely honest about. You can have the most expensive equipment and HD visuals, you can have the most bizarre content that are unique from others, but in my opinion, and you're welcome to say yours if you disagree, but writing is one thing that progresses your series and make people interested. If you have characters that act the exact same, it's not as interesting as having different dynamics and interactions. The Mario and Jeffy formula is so unbelievably drier than the Sahara Desert. I can literally skip the episode if I wanted to, because this content has been on for 7 years. There has been no progression, and fatally, no character development. But we'll get to that in a minute. This is how to write your shows. First, create and jot down your basic character site profiles. Give us a feel to the characters and how they will be for a while so we can get familiar with the show and the style you're going for. For example, you can make Mario the incredibly smart character who's just a normal guy. Meanwhile, you can make Sonic his best friend slightly idiotic, but he's still a meaningful character. And then, I guess Toad can have a mushroom addiction. The point is to give your characters distinct personalities and make them different from each other. Or hell, you can even self-insert yourself in these shows or just base a character just off of you. Next, create scripts, or just make a basic outline of your story, with a plot, the conflict, and how it will be solved. Make different plots and stories, cause I'm so tired of seeing SML have the same stories over and over again, and he never seems to get across that maybe what I'm doing is repetitive, maybe what I'm doing I've done for a really long time. Okay, this is gonna be completely off the top of my head, but I made up a story for this. So let's say Toad comes to Mario and he wants mushrooms, but he has no money. Mario agrees and he goes to Walmart, but let's say there's a sudden mushroom shortage and the cashier at the store said there's a large turtle stealing all the mushrooms. Mario travels to every store in the world and they have no mushrooms, but then Mario suddenly realizes the one place to get mushrooms is at the Mushroom Kingdom and he must go there. He goes there to find Bowser stealing all the mushrooms just so Mario couldn't have any. They fight for the mushrooms, Mario wins, and he brings all the mushrooms back on Earth. And he finally gives Toad his precious little mushrooms. You can use the ideas you want. There's a plot, there's conflict, there's a reason Mario's doing all of this, and there's no pointless ending like Toad not wanting the mushrooms anymore. I'm sorry, I hate when SML and TD starters do that a lot, but it makes the video completely pointless with the ending. And make characters relatable. Next, create the mood for your channel. Do you like drama and somberness in your story? Do you like a more lighthearted comedy? Or do you like both? Whatever tone you prefer, feel free to stick to it, or even experiment with ideas. If you want to make people laugh and test your more comedic side, make a comedy series. If you're more of a storyteller and want people to feel emotions, including small moments of laughter, make a drama series. Want to create a horrifying series where the tone is much darker and psychological? Make a horror series. The point is, whatever tone you want or want to go for, if you can do it, go for it if you think you can do it. And lastly, I cannot stress this enough with SML. I said this once and I will forever continue to say this. What is the point of a show if characters go through a serious arc into thinking the show dynamic and characters will change into a new thing, except, nope, the characters never change. And this is why I utterly despise videos like Jeffy's parents, Jeffy's foster home, and more recently, and the worst example, Jeffy's 18th birthday. I know people say this is an amazing video, but I will continue to hate that video for as long as I do. Now back to you guys. If you are going to make a show, I'm not going to judge you for how you make it, I promise. But if you're going to have characters go through a serious arc, at least make the effort to change them. It doesn't have to be right away, but it could just be a gradual change, you know, just a gradual change over the series. Make it canon. Not only will this make things more interesting, but it can give good interaction. See the progression of the show and make it canon. make small callbacks, tell us how the character feels, things of that nature. And this is the basic of writing. Well, I believe that's everything I have wanted to express regarding to plush tubers and people who are wanting to make plush tubers, because I swear, the way SML is now, anybody else can be better than him. And I wouldn't even make that sentence even if SML was bad. I think anybody could be like SML, because at least SML doesn't have like a giant ass studio with fixed lights. At least the one positive I can say about SML is that at least he's a normal guy. Anybody can make a show like him with basically no budget. And that's why I believe you guys can make good plush tubers as well. A basic gist of everything: do not try to be like SML, have a unique content style, unique characters, have unique stories for that matter, and please have character development. But that is all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this little helpful video, and Ray Rants out.